College basketball is right around the corner, less than a couple weeks away. We're here at St. John's University. Seth Greenberg, Kevin Negandhi alongside as we get you ready for the college basketball season. We're going to focus here right now on the Big East. Right behind us is Rick Pitino, his return to the Big East, third team that he's coaching here at St. John's. Seth, when you look at the overall arc of the Big East, UConn is the defending champs. But when you look at the preseason rankings, UConn is not at the top. How does this play out here with this conference?
Well, you think about last year, UConn wasn't at the top at the end of the season in the Big East either. It was Marquette. So, Marquette returns the most impact players. It's just the way it is. Creighton returns a number of different players. But you look at Marquette, Tyler Kolek.
Yep.
Tyler Kolek is a dynamic guard who makes the game easier for everyone else. He's the best passer in college basketball. Cam Jones is a big-time scorer. They've got legitimate size up front. They can defend. They play a unique style. Marquette is a factor. But it's more than Marquette. It's Creighton. Now, they lose Ryan Nembhard, but they get Stephen Ashworth, Utah State, to replace him at the point guard. Trey Alexander is a 6'6" wing. He's hard to play against. Baylor Schottenham is 6'7" hybrid forward. And Ryan Kalkbrenner is one of the best defenders in all of college basketball at the 5. This league is deep and talented, and we haven't even mentioned the national champions.
Yeah, and that is Donovan Clingan and UConn and what Danny Hurley has done with that team. When you look at this program and where it is, Clingan, right now he's in a boot, but they feel positive about him coming into the season, and he takes over. He's that guy last year as the freshman who has all the potential, but Coach Hurley believes that he could be one of the best players in the country. Why?
He's a 7-footer that can step out and knock down threes. He protects the rim. He can run the floor. He's got great hands, willing passer, great teammate. He is a unique talent. But it's not just Donovan Clingan. Remember now, they've got guys back. Alex Caravan, different role, 6'7", kind of a hybrid forward, can shoot the three, ball mover, very good passer. Tristan Newton, who played so well in the NCAA tournament, Mr. Triple-Double. Really good. Stephen Castle, the freshman, 6'6" guard, sees over the defense. They've got length. They've got athleticism. They've got depth. Danny Hurley is not a good coach. He's a terrific coach. UConn, it's hard to do, but they have a chance. I'm not saying they will, but they will be in the conversation once the NCAA tournament starts to be a team that has the potential, if they stay healthy, to repeat.
Yeah, and to your point, too, it's always the toughness that Danny Hurley will bring with a team, and UConn, we saw that during their tournament run. When UConn was making their run, the only time they trailed at the half was against Iona. The head coach of that program in that tournament was Rick Pitino, who's right behind us, and he is doing a transformation. How about 10 transfers, a couple of new freshmen? When you see this team and the hopes and the history of St. John's, what are you thinking right now for Rick Pitino's first year?
He's going all Deion Sanders,
yes,
all Coach
is.
Prime. I mean, he has rebuilt this roster, and he's rebuilt this roster in his own image. First of all, he has a couple players that played for him at Iona. Denise Jenkins, he is a 6'4" ball guard who can make plays and make shots. This is a team that's built for the NCAA tournament. He gets Joel Soriano, the one holdover, one of the best rebounders in college basketball. They've got athleticism and depth, which when you think about Rick Pitino's teams, all right, his best teams are experienced. They've got great depth. They wear you down. They beat you defensively. They create offense out of their defense. This team is really talented. And we're talking about Rick Pitino. We're talking about a Hall of Fame coach. Kentucky to a national championship. Louisville to a national championship. Providence to the Final Four. He's coached the New York Knicks. He's coached the Celtics. He's coached the iconic brands in the game of basketball. He's a savant. He has the ability to take his team and beat you and your team and beat you. Rick Pitino will be a problem for people in the Big East.
By the way, we're talking about the Big East, and we're about 5 minutes into this conversation. We have yet to bring up Villanova and Kyle Neptune going through the transfer portal, or Georgetown and Ed Cooley, the new head coach, or Kim English, the new head coach at Providence. When you see these three other programs, what do you think?
I think Providence, I think Bryce Hopkins went into one of the toughest matchups in the country, not just in the Big East. Transfer from Kentucky, 6'8", hybrid forward, post him up, face you up, make plays, and Devin Carter, along with him, is an elite defender, a physical player. They got Josh Aduro. Providence is going to be a factor. Jaden Epps at Georgetown. You know Ed Cooley. He's going to have transfers. They're going to be good players. He's going to have a good backcourt play. Really important. And Villanova. They absolutely crushed it in the portal. Absolutely crushed it. Now, more importantly, though, Eric Dixon's back.
Yes.
Front court skilled, makes shots. A problem, Justin Moore is back. Preseason player of the year a year ago. Mark Armstrong, a year older, or a year better. And then you got guys like Hakeem Hart, who played at Maryland, who's a great blend player. Tyler Burton, who came in from Richmond, a big physical, another hybrid forward. So the league is deep, it's talented, it's mature, it's physical, terrific coaches, great venues, and a league that really values basketball.
All right, let's go to another league that values basketball. You were at ACC Media Day. You had the chance to go see Duke. You talked to North Carolina. Duke is coming in at preseason #2 here. It's kind of weird when we talk about Duke coming back with experience, considering what we've seen in past classes, young guys. But 4 of the 5 starters are back here. What do you think of John Shire's group?
Yeah, they're experienced. They're sophomores. I guess that's experience right now. But they're sophomores that average 29 minutes a game. You got Kyle Filipowski at 6'11". He's just a matchup problem. He can step out and shoot it. You can play in the mid-post. Good passer. Really a versatile player. Mark Williams is a really tough matchup. Mark Mitchell, a left-hander who can really make plays. And then the backcourt, Tyrese Proctor is going to be really, really special. Just a great feel for the game. And you compliment him with Jeremy Roach. So you got those 4 sophomores. Here's the concern. You got those 4 guys back. All right, you're complemented by a number of young players. Ryan Young will be a factor. There's no doubt about it. But which one of those young guys will step up to give them the depth to navigate, basically the grind of the season? Are they athletic enough up front? Can they rebound the ball in the front court? Can they protect the rim? But offensively, man, they're going to be hard to play against.
Okay, we talked about the veterans at Duke as sophomores, but when we bring up veterans in college basketball in the ACC, it's Armando Bacot coming back again in North Carolina. What do you see from North Carolina, especially after a disappointing season and Bacot deciding, you know what, I want another shot. I'm coming back for my 5th year.
Yeah, think about Armando Bacot. He's the all-time leader in rebounds at North Carolina. He's the all-time leader in double-doubles at North Carolina. Here's the key. You got a legitimate, dominant low-post player. But to have that, you need guys who can pass, catch, feed the post, and shot making to create spacing. What Hubert Davis has done, he's done a masterful job of surrounding Armando Bacot through the transfer portal with guys like Harrison Ingram, 6'8" hybrid forward. Really, really important. Elliot Cadeau graduates early. He's an elite point guard, a playmaker. So what does that do? It takes pressure off of R.J. Davis.
Yeah.
All right. They've got more guys. Cormac Ryan, a big-time shot maker from Notre Dame. They have more guys that can open up the floor, which is going to give Armando Bacot more room to play.
Cannot wait. Of course, college basketball just right around the corner next month, and you'll have much more from us on SportsCenter. And, of course, anytime you're watching halftime, you'll see this guy in studio, Seth Greenberg.